Meet Lucy and Larson, a brother and sister pair of Maleos at the Nashville Zoo. But what exactly are Maleos?
So these guys are endemic to the island of Sulawesi in Indonesia, and that's the only place you can find those guys. They're primarily ground dwellers, and they are able to fly though and get up into the trees, especially at night. They like to roost, especially if they're escaping predators.
They also have an interesting feature on top of their heads.
One of the unique structures that you see that kind of everyone looks at first is that casque on top of their head. And that is made out of keratin, which is the same material as your hair and fingernails.
But it's not just their looks that set them apart. These jungle-dwelling birds head to the beach when it's time to lay their eggs.
And when they do this, they actually go to these communal nesting spots, which are a sand area, and they will actually dig into the ground, almost a meter sometimes into the ground, and they actually have temperature sensors in their mouth, and they can actually put the sand in their mouth and be able to test the temperature of the sand until it gets to about 91 degrees, which is right about where they want to lay their eggs.
They lay one egg at a time, and it's a big one. Maleo eggs weigh half a pound and are 5 times the size of a chicken egg. The incubation period can take anywhere from 60 to 90 days.
When they do come out, it takes them about 1 to 2 days for the baby to dig up out of the sand up to the surface, and then they're totally on their own at that point. They literally come out of the sand and fly up into a tree, and they're just living their life by themselves at that point.
If you want to check out Lucy and Larson, head to the Critter Encounter section of the zoo. For this week's Zoopalooza at the Nashville Zoo, I'm Mary Mace, News 2.